It's gonna be a beautiful night. Break out the champagne. Everybody get a glass. Let's start it off sexy. What do you say? And all the ladies say. And all the ladies say.
You got a party with me, Crystal?
I
know, my
Friday.
dog is sitting here. My dog is dancing with me.
That's right.
When trouble is a bubble and the champagne glass.
Happy Friday, Crystal. Cheers to you. How are you, my dear?
Good, and this bourbon is very strong. So.
All right. Well, that's what we need. It's happy hour. Look, 5 o'clock somewhere. We almost there, but it's okay.
Right.
We needed it. I couldn't wait to sit down and have a conversation. It was so crazy today. I actually went to vote this morning. Before the early voting was over. I will admit I had originally wanted to be out on the day of the poll I wanted to be in the mix, but looks like I have some stuff to do, so I will not be in that. But I did vote today, and it was calm, it was good, but crazy every day, as of course. So I was like, when I get with Crystal, I can finally sit down and have my glass and talk to you about some beautiful things. So I see that you have this amazing table set up, and I am going to just open it up to you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Miss Crystal, and Miss Crystal, literally, and she has a beautiful business with healing stones. Bee Bird Watcher is the name of the brand, and of course, she will share more and more with you. And she's taken time to do this wonderful display that we see kind of behind her there. So without any other introduction, Miss Crystal, take it away.
Well, thanks for having me. I appreciate you bringing me on. I think today definitely I needed a big cocktail, and this big pour right here will last a little bit while we get through this.
Oh, right. Look at your arms. Look at that.
Well, yeah, I put on a special little one for you today because you said you went to vote. And I have one that says vote.
That's so pretty. I love jewelry. Yes.
So I did a little kind of combination for you.
A
little bit of everything, some good energy. So
how did you get into this? How did you really get started? Guys, Crystal and I have known each other for quite some time in other capacities, but I love to love my people. So I love creatives. I love the energy. And so we actually had lunch the other day and had some conversations where I got some of my jewelry too, but I didn't put it on yet. So anyway, but Crystal, tell us, how did you get involved in wanting to share in the energies? And you've been traveling the world and experiencing stones and that kind of thing. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, I got started 15 years ago. I went into like a Neiman Marcus, and there was a brand called Ty. And I was like, oh, so for my birthday, I'm gonna get this, like these spiritual stones. And they weren't calling them spiritual stones back then, but I bought like a turquoise bracelet, did some research on it. And it just started from there, like started building my collection. And for probably a couple of years, I was just buying, probably more than a couple of years, I was just buying jewelry pieces from like David Yurman, Ty, King Baby, a lot of these really cool companies. And just, I have always had a love for fashion, and this whole spiritual side of me had been blossoming. And at 27, I met the Dalai Lama. I don't even think I told you. Ran into the Dalai Lama in California, and he blessed me.
You ran into him? Really?
Just ran into him in the lobby of the Pasadena.
That's how you just ran into him. Okay, all right, go ahead.
Just ran into him. So, and I was there on business, and the hotel was like, hey guys, if you want to like go meet the Dalai Lama, he's coming through the lobby. So I was like, hey, let's go meet the Dalai Lama. And once I met him and just saw how like regal and kind of really tranquil he was, I just started reading a lot about the Dalai Lama. Okay. And that kind of pushed me into a little bit of Buddhism and reading about Buddhism and just living kind of a more conscientious life. And all of that kind of brought me back to the spiritual stones and really going throughout history and finding out where stones have been used, and going through the Bible, the Christian Bible, and seeing how many verses actually had, you know, information about rhinestones and rubies and just how they've been used throughout history. And realizing it's more than just a jewelry piece. They actually hold a lot of like cleansing energy powers. And that really got me intrigued into wanting to start something for myself, but I didn't know what to do. So I ended up going to an Oprah Find Your Life tour with one of my girlfriends. And I think I told you this, like she had to drag me there because I didn't want to go. Right. And we were in the nosebleeds, and I was just sitting there pondering, like, why am I giving, you know, this 2 days of my life? And really, the whole time there, I was just filling myself with like passion, not even knowing what I was going to do at that time, but for what was going to become in the end, Be Bird Watcher Spiritual Stones. And at the end, the Eat, Pray, Love lady talked about not living a life that's based through fear and actually taking a jump and doing things that you really are passionate about, because you really only do get one life, and every day is, you know, that day you should use for, you know, to feel your passions. And I wasn't doing that. I was just kind of like living like a lot of people. You get into a routine and you get into the job that makes you money, and you don't think about what brings you passion anymore. And, you know, fashion has always brought me passion. And then the
Leave it to
addition,
Oprah to add the extra to it.
Right.
Thank you,
and so
Oprah.
I left there. And Iyanla, because Iyanla actually
Okay,
really
and
did
love,
push
love,
me.
love, Iyanla. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so after that, I had an idea of creating some jewelry pieces just to give to people and to see kind of what they thought. And I did that. I made a couple of bracelets, took a class, learned how to make, you know, malas and earrings, which I really don't make anymore. But yeah, on December 24th, someone came by and said, hey, I want to buy a bracelet. And I'm like, I don't sell them, you know.
but I'll give you one here.
Right. No, they gave me some money. So they gave me some money.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, that was easy. So I ended up doing a photo shoot. My background is in marketing. I did a quick little website, did some photos, launched it January the 1st of 2015. And
here you are.
Yeah, there I am. But I really thought it was going to be like, and it was nothing. Like, so for 2 hours, I sat there and watched and nothing happened. And I was like, well, you know, I tried. And so I took a nap. And I woke up to over $1,000 in sales. So that kind of started Be Bird Watcher, and it has never really been slowing down. I get to travel a lot now, which I love. Actually, not right now, because
I was going to say, even with COVID, yes, I was going to ask you. So now, how is business now during COVID?
I was relying a lot on outdoor events. I was doing a lot of yoga events, jazz festivals, music festivals. And I had always said, like, oh, this is not going to be my life. Like, I'm not going to be vending every weekend. And it really did bring me a lot of joy, just meeting people and finding the right stones for them. I always tell people, like, if you come in my tent, it's not like you're shopping. It's like we're having a conversation about like what your vibe is, what you're going through, and I'm gonna hook you up with the appropriate stone for you. So I always tell people, like, my sales last about 30 to 40 minutes with each person.
Well, it's an experience at that point.
Yeah, it's an experience. And now with COVID, we really don't get to do that. And so I've really had to transition over to my website, which is still kind of it's up, but I really do need to make it more like interactive too. So I am able to still conversate with people and tell them like which stones are great for them. So,
but business is still thriving.
Business is always good. Yeah. I see even now that COVID is going to be around for a minute. So we're gonna up the game.
I love it. I love it. So in all of what we've been talking about with people experiencing anxiety, and obviously we've had shares of grief, and we've had people that have had like a little bit of depression. Share
Mhm.
some of the spiritual stones that would align with that to help to
Mhm.
bring the spirit up. Would you give us some insight on
Yeah,
that?
sure. I'm gonna span over just a little bit so you guys can see everything.
Pretty,
Um,
pretty.
yes. So I realized that when COVID hit, a lot of people were a lot of my customers were reaching out asking for stones about anxiety because everyone was so anxious. We really didn't know what was in store for us. And
Right.
I ended up suggesting a lot of amethyst. So amethyst is a stone that is really great for dealing with anxieties. It dispels a lot of stress. It is actually called the the unsobering stone, or the sobering, sorry, not unsobering, the sobering stone, or the undrunken stone. And the folklore is that sailors used to take amethyst out with them when they would go to drink because it would keep them
Wow.
sober. But now the new updated version is that it just keeps you very calm.
And that's the
So
February stone, isn't it?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I thought I put some amethyst out. Hold on. I think. Ooh. Sorry about the pause. I thought I put some of my amethyst out, but I did
That's all
not.
right.
Here we go. Okay.
Yes,
So this is amethyst.
pretty.
It's a pretty well-known stone. Very purpley. It
Do
comes
you
in
have a
different
sundial on
variations.
the bottom of that? What do you have on the bottom?
I have a little Buddha head. So a lot of my
Okay.
styles are Tibetan in theme. So you'll see a lot of Buddha heads. You'll see a lot of Ganesha. She's the Hindu goddess of overcoming obstacles. You'll see a lot of Vajras, which means indestructible. A lot of Buddha heads. The evil eye to ward off negativity. But
And so for
also,
anxiety, what's the stone? Is that also amethyst?
amethyst is good for it. Now, there's a better stone that's actually called lepidolite, and lepidolite
Okay.
actually has a little bit of lithium in it. And so it really does. If you tend to have any type of ADHD or anxiety, that's the stone. Right now, lepidolite is super hard to find.
Wow.
I went gym shopping and I found probably one strand of lepidolite, and I'm holding on to it.
So what about opal? I know that we were talking about some of the stones that are traditional and just, family heirlooms and that. But with the opal, what does that tend to lend, as far as a spiritual contribution?
Yeah, so opals are really cool because they promote just a peaceful aura. Pink opal, which is right here. Here we go. This is a pink opal, and it actually says vote.
Folks, yes.
So if you do have to stand in those long lines, you can get a little bit of a peaceful aura.
That's so pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went through this obsession with opals, and I have a lot. So I tend to wear a lot of opals myself. So I'll take one off for you and show you this one. So we talked about this. It
The
is
yellow
yellow
one.
opal with my
Hmm.
little sushi tray on it. It's so
That's
with
so
my
cute.
stuff, I go a little crazy. So
Yes, and
here's
indeed you
yellow
should.
opal.
You're
Yellow
creative.
opal. And yellow opal is a stone of transformation. So I always tell people, if you're going through a period in your life where you're going through a lot of change, you should really start wearing your yellow opal. So
Transition. I like that. I like
yeah.
that. And as it relates to the onyx, what does that signify?
Onyx, I wear every single day. Every single day. I have an armful of it right now.
And I have one, I just don't have it on.
Yes, put it on. So onyx is a stone to help you separate from bothersome relationships. If you are dealing with any type of grief, any type of depression, it really does pull out a lot of that negativity, but it promotes, so it's pulling out the negativity, but it's also helping you with a healthy self-ego, healthy self-esteem. It works great for masculine energies. So a lot of guys, you'll see a lot of guys wearing onyx, which is good for them. However, I always tell people they have to take it off. So I have a lot of clients that love their stones so much, they never take them off. And if of any of the stones, like you have to take onyx off because it has to release. So.
Yes. So anyone that wants an onyx, soon as we get off the DM, if you DM, soon as we get off this live, if you DM me, I will work it out for you all to get the onyx, because I do understand that there is a lot of grief and there's a lot of transitioning and there's a lot of things that are going on within this COVID. And as we're entering into the holiday, I wanted to share that. So I'm going to have my Oprah moment and say, you get an onyx, you get an onyx, you get an onyx. So we'll see, DM me. But also, Crystal, please share all of your information, your website, your social media, so that everyone will have that. Uh-oh, we lost you. Crystal. Uh-oh. We lost you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. I was going to say, see, as soon as you get ready to give the information, you froze. You froze.
Oh, there you go.
There you are.
And we have a guest.
Yes, hi. Yes, you froze right in the middle of the good stuff.
I know, okay. So my website is www.bbirdwatcher.com. My Instagram is @bbirdwatcher.
Okay.
And Instagram, that's Instagram. I post most items on Instagram, then it goes on my website. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and just if you Google B Bird Watcher, it should come up.
So what's new? What do you have that you're working on, going into the holidays?
So the holidays, when it comes up, I open up a holiday marketplace. And instead of just bracelets and necklaces, I end up adding other items that people who are into crystals really love. So this year we have selenite bowls, and selenite clears out negative energy. So a lot of times people put their crystals in here to release the energy and clear the energy out. And this year we're also going to have rose quartz from Madagascar, rose quartz spears, rose quartz hearts. I don't know if you can see that. And blue chalcedony.
And is the stone that big, or is there little stone? So what are you going to do with it?
So people actually, it's very interesting. So people make little shrines in their home and they carry it around. I cannot tell you how many people that you would not suspect come up and they have crystals on them. So like a biker with big old beard and, big jacket on will come up and go, hey, and he'll go, and he has all his crystals. So it's not just the hippies, it's not just the yogis.
Like, really?
Yo, God, I'm telling you. And women pull it out of their chest like, oh, they have my rose quartz close to my heart.
No more dollar bills up here. We just go put
full of crystals.
That's so nice. So you're just doing the bowls of crystals for kind of like holiday.
Yeah, we have some really cool buffalo horn items. I have really large buffalo horn pins for your lapels, for your winter jackets. Those are really cool. We sold out of them last year. I bought a lot more and I've just been holding on to them. So check those out. They make great apparel pieces, but it's really cool because buffalo horn is known to promote you winning in life. So you're always going to have that right on your shoulder.
That is so awesome. So that's kind of like the brooch then, what you would like do a scarf, and you don't have any of those pins with you?
Yeah, I do. Hold on. I'll get you one.
Well, this is so fun. I feel like I'm at one of those home parties, like when we used to have holiday parties with the white elephant gifts where people would put all the gifts out on the table and you could pick what you wanted, and then you had to fight if you wanted to keep it or you could exchange it. But just good energy, just good excitement for holiday ideas. And obviously with everyone just kind of healing and people going through certain things, as she mentioned, transition and that. These stones are really pretty. They look nice. Obviously, we have jewelry that you can just wear. You can line them up on your arm. I do think she has some necklace pieces too. Crystal,
Yeah, sure do.
yes.
Sorry about that. I had to go get it off of my coat. So
No, holiday ideas. That's all we're gonna do.
So basically, it got a
Oh, I
lot of
like
attention.
that.
It's massive. Yeah, it's massive. So you can put it on your big teddy bear coats, your denim jackets. My
Okay, I
guy
need
friends
that in
put
my
it on their
shopping cart.
overcoats. Yeah.
I need that in my shopping cart.
So these are really cool. And I have them in wood and carved wood. This is buffalo horn though.
Super cute.
Really
I
cool.
love it.
And then also we'll be introducing some really cool necklaces, the butterflies. And these I posted like a little video the other day and accidentally sold 3 of them. So, but these will be making their first appearance on the holiday side.
Yes. On purpose, butterflies. How pretty.
So yeah, just make sure you follow me. Yeah, make sure you follow me at B Birdwatcher, because a lot of times I will put stuff on there first and then get to the website.
Yes, and you also have the really
and
cute.
Then these cool lightning bolts.
And then the Black Lives Matter. She also has, guys.
Oh, the Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very cute.
So I was really proud of the Black Lives Matter bracelets. I brought those out in 2016, and 100% of the profits go to either the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, Black Lives Matter, and I also give some money to the college fund at my church. It is, when I tell you, after George Floyd's unfortunate murder, you know, I had to put them back on the site. I just feel so frustrated because every time I take them down, something happens and I have to put them back on.
So maybe stop taking them down.
They were super popular this summer. So I know everyone's like, leave them up, leave them up. So yeah, you'll see a lot of the Black Lives Matter. Like I said, 100% of the profits go to Black Lives Matter, NAACP Legal Defense Fund, and my church's college fund.
Very nice. And whenever you order, look, we're in school now. So whenever you order, you say you share the flashcards, which gives you more insight on what you are actually buying. I know you go through kind of a tutorial, but this particular one is Carnelian. Do you have that?
I do.
This, guys, is the glow.
You saw this and went, ooh.
This is the glow.
So this
Look
is
at
Carnelian.
that.
Yes, and it definitely glows.
Pretty. It's glowing.
Carnelian is a beautiful, beautiful but sexy stone. I always tell people, like, just beware when you get this stone, and some things might start popping off.
Tell them what happened.
So any type of red stone relates to your root chakra and your sacral chakra. So your sacral chakra is all about your reproductive organs, your sexuality, but it's also the kind of the base of your creativity. Now the root chakra is all about your foundation, and if that is off, everything else is off. But this Carnelian is a good sacral chakra stone. So it's all about actually, on another plane, it helps with lower back problems, but it also helps with fertility and your sensuality. So I always tell people, just beware.
And coupled with this, it's on.
it might start something you're not ready
We're
for.
glowing, you guys. And don't worry, you know you will see them soon. They will be right next to all of this, so don't worry. We're already working on it. I just had to make sure we got that in. Okay, go on back to whatever it is that you want to talk about.
Well, the most important thing is that I would like everyone to like just go to the website, put your information in, because the holiday marketplace opens up. These make really great gifts for people. If you're ever in doubt on what to buy someone, just hit me up on email and just say, hey, my person is a little bit of an introvert. They're feeling nervous about this, or they just got a job and I want to celebrate them. And I'll tell you the right stone and lead you kind of into the right direction. Because a lot of times people come in and they know a lot of the stones. They know like turquoise and black onyx and rose quartz and amethyst. But there's some really cool other stones too that have some really great powers. So
yeah, so and from a creative perspective, I know you were traveling before COVID. Where are some of the beautiful places that you've gone and some of your most unique stones that you found?
Oh my gosh. So the first trip that I started sourcing, I went to Italy and Greece, and a lot of that was digging for like ancient coins. I think we talked about how much I love coins.
Oh, I think
so. I think you have one of the coins.
I have a coin.
Yes. So I was in Montenegro and was walking in Little Paris, and this man literally had a setup in his backyard. And I walked up and he had a table of vintage coins, and I just went bazonkers, like. And yeah, so I incorporate a lot of ancient stones, ancient coins with the stones, and usually I'm able to make a really cool, unique, creation for people that you probably never gonna see. So that was really cool. So I got a lot of stones and a lot of charms there. I went to South Africa, and that is a mining country. It was very sad to see some of the abandoned mines, and to see like people living in the downtown buildings that have been evacuated from like a lot of the corporations, because they basically mined everything. Wow. But South Africa is known for tiger's eyes, known for a lot of like platinum. So it was really cool to meet a lot of artisans. I'm still really good friends with a lot of the people that I met there. I actually jump on a lot of the conferences that they have there. And, I want to be able to go back there and source more materials. You just have to find like the right avenue, just with anything.
And right now you can't go because everything's closed, or at least they're beginning to close things up.
It's kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard. So thank God I shopped a lot before, and I had a lot of stuff to be able to make
work with
items. But now it's running a little low. So, and I've been to Portugal. Portugal was really cool. I was there with a friend who was a shoe designer, not really expecting to find gemstones, and literally 11 o'clock at night walked up into a shop and it's like, are you open? And it was just gemstones everywhere. So that was really cool. They had gorgeous smoky quartz, gorgeous aventurines. So, the places that are known for stones, they have the prettiest stones, like the Madagascar rose quartz looks way different than the rose quartz maybe from like Mexico. So
yes, and you have a really pretty piece that's a unique piece, and I thought that I was going to get it, and then I said let me just wait, but let's see that piece.
my favorite
It's my favorite too.
Yeah, Burmese jade. So I don't know if you can see, it's carved in little lotuses. This takes forever for an artisan to do, but it is gorgeous. They're large Burmese jade, and jade is all about good fortune, holding on to wealth, building wealth, and then there's a little love charm. But this is a super special stone. Jade is one of those stones that, unless it's the Burmese jade, I don't buy it a lot. You won't see like the dark green. Yes, in my collection a whole lot.
Okay, so, but now, guys, just so you know, there was an inspiration in her design of that, and that came from
the bracelet.
Yes.
Oh, this one?
Yes. Your
What did
design.
Oh my God, what did I tell you that it came from? Jesus Christ.
You say you love David Yurman, so you decided
Oh
to
my God,
design
no,
that.
not that one. This is the fancy, that was the fancy
I
jasper,
thought it
the
was the
carved
cut.
fancy jasper. I'll
Okay.
show you that one, yeah.
Yes. So we both love David Yurman, and with that, I was thinking that was the piece that she had designed in resemblance of. But now we're gonna see which one it is.
Yes, hold on, where is she? Oh, here she is. Okay,
It has so much.
Yeah, so like, yeah, I love David Yurman. I go a little crazy for his designs. Yeah, and I am one of the few people that go into his store and like, hey, what carnelian do you have? What blue topaz do you have?
Wait. That was this right here, remember?
And the sales reps are always like, what do you do? But yeah, this is a carved fancy jasper. I thought it looked so David Yurman-esque. And I usually, if I buy a carved stone, it's usually the Burmese jade.
Okay.
But this one I just could not leave behind. So it's fancy jasper. Jasper is a really cool stone if you tend to burn out. So during the holiday season, I usually give jasper and agates to all my teacher friends. Yeah, all of them will be getting it this year because I know they're struggling. So
you get a stone. Now, you did mention agates before. Tell me about those again for those folks that may or may not be familiar with the agate.
Oh, it's like, yeah, you get an agate, you get a jasper.
I was giving Onyx. You all can buy agates, okay? So you can call her for that. The Onyx were nice, okay? So what is it with the agate? What is the spiritual contribution for that one?
Very protective stone. If, like I said, if you tend to burn out, it protects that energy. It protects you from burning out. But it's overall just a protective stone. Some agates are a little bit more powerful than other agates. Okay. Some have very interesting takes on being protective. Like Laguna agate is known as a laughter stone, and I always tell people if you pick it up, I'm like, do you have a good sense of humor? It's a beautiful stone, but it's definitely different. The probably most powerful agate is it's called moss agate, and that's probably one of the stronger agates to have.
Yay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you have now just been educated on spiritual stones. You can enhance your holiday gifts. You can enhance your day-to-day spiritual meditation with being able to partake in some of these beautiful stones. Crystal is available for any consultations. Of course, I am as well. If you have any questions, we are always here to add the glow as much as we can. So we definitely appreciate you for coming on and sharing. Yes, that is the carnelian. And we know the glow, you guys, we are going to maintain that. But I did want to share with you because I do think that in everything that we're all going through, it does add or contribute to some healing. And anything that can make us laugh for a few minutes and smile and do all that fun stuff is always great. And it's Friday, so cheers to Friday, guys.
Cheers.
Crystal Ellis, thank you so much. Be Bird Watcher Spiritual Stones, and we will be in touch with you real soon. Thank you for joining.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.